Virgos. How are all the beautiful Virgos doing out there? Hello, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome if you're new. My name is Kelly. Thank you for joining. This video is going to be for all the Virgos out there. Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or any other placement you have in your chart. And also, if there are any cross watchers out there, it is a general read, so it may not resonate for all of you. So just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I did just do a Leo Virgo cusp reading. So if you are born between August 19th through the 25th, I just uploaded that 2 or 3 days ago, something like that. You might want to check that out. It was very interesting. What else? This is a timeless read, so it doesn't matter when you watch it. So from today, whenever you're watching it, and I base it like about 30 days from now. So it is now, first of all, happy birthday to all the Virgos out there, especially if your birthday is today when you watch it. Happy birthday to the Virgos. So I am recording this during Virgo season. It is the end of August, going into September of 2025. So I am basing the energy right now, if you're watching it when I upload it from then. But if you happen to watch it, say it's in September or even beyond, maybe even next year, it's 30 days from whenever you come across it. And if you're guided to watch it, there very well may be a message in here for you. All right. All right. Let's get into this. Let's see what's going on for the Virgos. I hope the Virgos are having a Knight of Cups. The Virgos looking for love. Ooh, I heard looking for love in all the wrong places. I don't know what that means. All right. Okay, Virgos, let's see what we have here. Let's see what we have for you for the next 30 days and beyond. But let's focus for the next 30 days. So where you're at right now, well, you're in a good place. You are content. You're content. You're happy to be on your own right now. So whatever it is that you are doing, you're quite happy to be on your own. Maybe you're working on a project. I just heard loving your alone time, loving yourself, just doing your thing. Okay. Well, the theme for the next 30 days, let's see what that is. Okay, now wait a minute. Are you really happy alone? Four of Cups. You're happy, but you're missing something. Are you looking for love? Maybe you are looking for love. This isn't a love reading, but it may turn out that way. You're disappointed. Maybe you're disappointed in love. Okay. So the theme for the next 30 days is the Four of Cups. Give me a second, Virgo. No. The energy I'm getting from this card is not a bad energy. It's that you're just happy to be on your own right now. And I mean, maybe you were disappointed in the past by love or by whatever it may be, but emotionally disappointed, let's put it that way. And right now, you're just happy to be on your own. And the theme for the next month is no, I'm just going to do this on my own for a while. And when I feel like coming out and being social or maybe getting into a relationship, I will. But for now, I'm good on my own. That's what I'm hearing. Now, what's working for you right now, Virgo? Queen of Swords. So you are being quite the aloof one. Now, Virgos are ruled by Mercury, so you're great communicators, great thinkers. My dad was a Virgo. My dad was born on September 9th. I'm looking forward to September 9th, actually, because that is the 999 portal. And yeah, that's a big thing coming. I mean, unless you're watching this after that, then it was a big thing. Yeah, the Queen of Swords. You're just not wanting to deal with other people. You see how this queen, can you see that there? Maybe not. Here, I'll hold it. My table's sticky. I don't know what's on here. I had apples on here. That's probably why. Can you see that? It's so, I hope this isn't too dark. I'm doing this, and the lighting in here is not the best where I'm at. You see how the queen is turned her back on the Four of Cups? You just aren't feeling it. and you just want to be left alone. I don't even want to think about it. Is what I'm hearing. I don't want to think about it. All right, let's see what our challenge is here, Virgo. Let's see what your challenge is. It is Chariot. You're moving on. Okay, so you're moving on. Okay, Virgos. For the Virgos, this may not resonate for all of you, so let me just speak to the Virgos that this does resonate for. Somebody was in a relationship and the person turned out to not be, or the relationship turned out to not be, what you thought it was going to be. Something about that person. Now, these are air signs here so far. We have Cancer, and we have the Queen of Swords is all air signs. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, in case those happen to be signs that you're working with. I mean, dealing with, not working with. I don't know. Maybe you're working with somebody. I don't even know why I said that. There's nothing in here that even signifies work. Um, um, they say when things, you're a reader and things just come out and it's not what you were planning to say, that means something. So for some of you, maybe that means something. If it's not a relationship, there's something that has disappointed you, and again, you just want to be on your own, and you're moving forward. You're moving forward from it. You don't want to look back, and I don't want to deal with that. And right now, you're not interested in any relationships or just kind of focusing on what at your world. Okay, Virgo. So let's see what actions. What can we take for the next 30 days? So Leo energy, the strength. So you're holding up the best that you can here. You're digging deep within yourself, and you are finding that. Oh, I feel the Hermit coming on here, which is your card, Virgo. But I feel that energy. We'll see if that comes up in the reading. Um, I just sort of feel like you're doing some sort of soul searching, and you're going deep inside of you and finding that strength. Because this is tough. My dad was a Virgo. My dad was a lot older than my mom, and he passed away. When he passed away, he was 74. I'm a little bit older than probably some of you may be watching, but I won't say how old. But he passed away when he was 74. It was a year he was going to be 75, but he still had 7 months or something to go. It was March when he passed, and he, of course, born on September 9th. Um, and looking back now that I'm older and wiser, I really wish he was a workaholic, so I didn't get to spend a whole lot of time with him when I was younger. But I enjoyed his company. I enjoyed his stories and stuff that he told. And I wish he had gone into his older age, because the older I got, the more I appreciated that. I was kind of fairly young. I was in well, I won't say when he passed. I won't say how old I was when he passed. But um, it would have been nice to have had him around for a lot longer than that. But, anyways, what I was going to say is you Virgos are great communicators, and you have a depth to you that, not that other signs don't, but you have a depth to you that isn't always apparent, I guess. Um, he was very friendly and very, social and stuff, and everybody knew him, liked him. And along the way, I've met other Virgos, and I missed out because I never knew there was this side of him. We used to hang out and watch sports. He was into certain music, and I listened to it with him. But I feel like I missed out because he was a workaholic. So if you have kids, think of that. If you work a lot, your kids are going to miss that time with you. Just okay. Moving on. Okay, so your action is to dig deep within you and find that inner strength. Okay, and if the point I was making was that your emotions run deeper than they apparently show. That's what I was trying to make the point with my dad. But anyways, moving on. Moving on. So, where the next 30 days is basically headed in general is the Lover's card. Virgos, I don't know. You got all major arcana right here. Two cup cards, emotions, and then you got the Queen of Swords, the court card. So, feminine energy doesn't matter your gender. So, the other person, maybe the other person turned their back on you. On you. Maybe that's their energy. And this is you disappointed, feeling um betrayed, emotionally betrayed, or I don't know. I because air signs are communicators too, just like Virgos. And so, I mean, let's say it's a Gemini. Geminis are ruled by Mercury as well. And so, communication, I mean, it depends on what you have in your Mercury, your placement in your chart. But let's see what your advice is. You're throwing yourself into your work. And don't tell me you're not, because you are. I usually look at the bottom of the deck in the beginning. The overall energy is Wands and the Fool. All right, here we go. We're going to go. Here we go. We have the Ace of Wands, inspiration of some sort. The Fool card, starting over. Maybe you're recovering from this. Ace of Pentacles, finding a new project, a new goal to work on. You're starting over here. So you're just spending some time alone, maybe healing the emotional. And you're perfectly happy with that. You're perfectly happy being alone. It's not like you're pining and they're going, I'm so alone, I'm lonely. You're doing good. But you're just not, you've been ignored by somebody and it's just that didn't set well with you. And so you've just sort of separated yourself. The King of Wands, Divine Masculine. And there's the disappointment, the Five of Cups. But the Five of Cups here is there's some disappointment with these three. Maybe this was a friend or something. And you have two cups back here. So all is not lost. This particular situation that may have happened before might have. I'm just going to point out that underneath your Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, and this may be you, feminine energy, doesn't matter your gender. Um, you know, this Queen of Pentacles is looking at that coin and say, you know what, that project that I've put aside, I'm going to work on that. And that's what you're doing. So you're perfectly happy finding something else to do. But with the Lover's card here, see, that's what's throwing me here, because you have the 7 and the 8 moving forward. 6, 7, and 8. This is making some sort of choice. Maybe you feel like you made the choice in love, made the wrong choice. Remember I said looking for love in all the wrong places in the beginning? Maybe that's what happened. Oh, look at my bat wings. I have a tank top on. Usually I wear a t-shirt, but I'm a little warm. I'm in California, and I'm a wimp. I'm from here, and I'm a wimp in the heat. I am. I hate it. I love the rain, the fog, the stormy, and all that stuff. Everyone says I should move to Washington State, and it's expensive here. I just might. I want to stay on the coast, though. I mean, I wouldn't mind, visiting other places and living there temporarily. But I like being near the ocean, and the Pacific Ocean. Um, I mean, the Atlantic Ocean is beautiful. I've been to Florida, beautiful over there. Not my state. Sorry, people who are from Florida. Nothing personal. I was in North Miami Beach, and I had fun. Went to Fort Lauderdale. That was fun. And what have you. That was when I was my younger days. It's not the same now. All right, let's see. Let's see exactly what this Knight of Cups is all about. Justice. You could be dealing with a Libra. Don't have to be, but you could be. If this is a love situation, the Libra card. You know, Virgo, we all have disappointments in life, unfortunately, but we do. But without that, they say without darkness, we would, there's light. It's opposites. Sometimes opposites attract. Maybe you two are opposites. And it's all going to balance out. The truth is going to come out somehow here. And I just noticed this person doesn't have shoes on. I've noticed that before. Um, you know what's interesting, Virgo? And I have no idea why I'm saying this, but this person, I think there's a miscommunication. This person, if they have been ignoring you or acting a little aloof or whatever, I don't think they mean to. They may be distracted by something else in their life. It's not a love reading, otherwise I would dig into that. But with this Justice card, it's almost like if this doesn't work out, then what I'm hearing is this Justice card is saying that it's all going to balance out. And if this was a relationship, at some point you're going to meet somebody who is matched to you. Okay. And if it's not a relationship per se, um, whatever it is you are on your own right now, just kind of centering yourself and balancing your life. Maybe your life was out of balance because you were involved in something else, whether it be love or just even a friend who, a fan, whatever it may be. I'm going to move on to see what other energies we can get, but it's just interesting. So the Four of Cups here. So that's you right now. This is your theme. High Priestess. The moon. The moon. High Priestess is ruled by the moon. That's why I'm saying that. And she's very mysterious. There's something, there's something unsettling about a situation or a person. And you didn't see it before, but now you're seeing it, and you've been feeling something in your gut. The High Priestess is all about intuition. Something has knocked you off kilter. Someone or something, a situation, whatever, situationship. Um, and you're just kind of Hermit hasn't come up yet. Retreating in your life and just sort of regrouping, it's recharging it. It's getting your emotions back into balance, getting your thoughts back into balance. The Queen of Swords, which is what is working for you. Death. It's a rebirth. If this isn't another person, this is you cutting something or someone out of your life. And it's like that part of you has died, but it's okay because it's like shedding your skin like a snake. Maybe you've outgrown this person or situation. And death is all about rebirth. It's a transformation and rebirth, shedding that old skin, and you're okay with it. You really are okay with it. You're a little bit upset. It's a little bit of I don't know. There's some residue from it, and it's not like it's gone away completely. But I think you are balancing back out. You're almost happy that you know the truth. Now that you know the truth, that you can see it clearly now, that you can move on, which is the Chariot here. So where are we moving on to? The Wheel of Fortune. Change. This is great. This is more Major Arcana. Death, Wheel of Fortune, High Priestess. This Major Arcana, you're going through what I'm hearing here. I'm tired, so my voice is funky. What I'm hearing here is you're going through right now a life change. Now, this is your season. If you're watching during the end of August into September, I almost said April, September. But even if it's not during your season, you're at a point in your life where you're going through some big changes. It doesn't may not feel like big changes, but the way the wheel is moving, and it's always moving, that you are doing things in your life that are taking control of your destiny, your fate. You're rearranging your life. You're stepping back from things, thinking about them, getting in touch with your emotions here alone, being happy with just doing you. I mean, that's what I'm hearing, being happy with just doing you. You know, there was a disappointment and whatever may have happened, but you're all right with it. You're sitting there going, you know what? I'm going to be okay. There's that strength card. All right, so that's the action, the Page of Cups. You have hope. You have hope that someday you will. The Page of Cups is the dreamer and seeing things through rose-colored glasses. But the good thing about they're kind of naive and they've got this youthful energy about them. Sorry, I'm hitting the microphone. I hope it's not making noise. The good thing about the Page of Cups is they have this energy of, again, just I don't say a dreamer. A dreamer sounds unrealistic, like fantasy. But it's the idea that this didn't work out. It's okay. Someday I will find someone, and that's what I'm hearing. That it's like you are believing. Still believe in love. You still believe in emotional. I'm going to say vulnerability. Right now, you may be off by yourself. You have the cups here. You have the 4, the 9, the Page, and the Lovers. So I'm feeling potentially that it could be love based. There's the Devil with the Lovers. Ooh. Hmm. Darn it, I wish I had more time to go digging into this because, man, if this was a love reading, I'd be going nuts. Um, I'm hearing, Virgo, there's the temptation to go back to this person, to the situation, to whatever it was. The Lover's card is suggesting it's vice over virtue, which means that you can go back to this person or situation, but really there's some sort of toxicity. There's some sort of, I'm going to say codependent, not necessarily you being codependent, but it doesn't sound like it's a good situation to go back to. You know, that's where it could be headed if you, and with this, sometimes, like I said, being naive, the Page of Cups sometimes sees things, like I said, through rose colored glasses better than it actually is. Well, we had some good times, and the person really isn't a bad person. Maybe I'm just being too picky. Maybe I'm just this. Don't put the blame on you. And it's not saying there's anything wrong with this other person, if it is a person, but maybe you're just not a match. That's all it is. Now, let's get to this Eight of Pentacles. Tower. Okay, Virgo. You're rebuilding your life. You're rebuilding your life. I think it was a person. I really do. I don't know. It's what I'm hearing here is you're going back to and you're rebuilding your life and you're happy. You've got, I don't know how long it's been if you've been in a relationship. I don't know how long it's been, but something has inspired you to finally take that leap and start anew, a new job, a new project, a new something. And with the King of Wands under there too, you're starting to see things manifesting new things coming into your life. That's what I'm hearing. Now let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. The Four of Swords, see? It's like taking a time out and recharging. That's what the Four of Swords is all about. It's the sword here is the truth. You're sitting with the truth. And although the Three of Swords, if you're familiar with the tarot, which I'm sure most of you, if not all of you are, is the piercing of the heart. And it's a hard situation, which was right before this. So there was some sort of heartbreak, some sort of disappointment that really cut you to the core. It hit you right in the gut. But now you are at a point where you're recentering, you're coming back down, you're refiguring things out, and you're moving away. You're moving from the rough waters back to the calm waters. Back to a calm water. So it was maybe you made the decision. The Two of Swords, the Four to the Sixes too. And under here is maybe you're going out and meeting people again. Maybe hanging out with friends or being a little more social now, right? Trying to think, I have a lot of options. There were a lot of fish in the sea. There were a lot of fish in the sea. Look at that. There's the Three of Swords there. And there's the Four of Cups. See what I'm saying? That energy is there. But you know what? You're healing from that. You're taking time out and healing from that. Virgos, I hope this was helpful for you. This was a little longer than I intended, but I hope some of this, if not all of it, helped you. If this did resonate with you and you like this kind of reading, you appreciate me doing your monthly 30-day reading, give me a thumbs up, please. I'm much appreciated. Helps my channel and helps get it out to the algorithm to the other Virgos. Comment down below. I love hearing from you all. Share. And if you're not part of the tribe, do subscribe and join the tribe if you would like to. I'd love to have you along this way. I'm going to try to do these bi-weekly. I can't promise that, but I'm going to try to get another one in, another 2 weeks, maybe slip one in there to get a little catch up and see what's going on. But do check out the cusp reading also if you're a cusper. Thank you, Virgo, for tuning in. I appreciate it. Whatever this is, I hope it all works out. I think it will. I think you're going to be just fine. All right? Thank you so much. See you in the next one. Peace out.